Don't we just love when our footage in the entire video deletes? We do. Okay, hi. Hi guys. As we see, I have no makeup on. I know, I'm sorry. The last video I had makeup on, I was looking nice. I'm meant to look nice now, but you know, I wasn't like barefaced. But I won't even blame my computer. I think it was me. I think I deleted it on accident. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We have to pivot. So we're filming the video again. In this video, I want to talk about my Korean class and the fact that I have some thoughts about it. I haven't really like talked about it too much since starting my second class. I'm pretty sure I made a community post saying like, you know, my class is starting and like I'm terrified. So yes, I'm taking 2 Korean classes at this point in time. I'm taking my in-person class and also a conversational Korean speaking class. So let's start with my in-person class. For my in-person class, I have that class every single week for 12 weeks. That class was $100 and I'm in the summer session right now and I am in level basic C. We are using the Sejong Hangugo, I think 1B book, and we are doing the second half of 1B, chapter 7 through chapter 12. That's like what we're going over. I actually do like it. I've talked about how my teacher, he has gotten better. He wasn't bad, like I always say, but he was more lecture focused. Now he is kind of like more speaking focused a little bit more. Still lecture based, but he does call on people to read. It's mainly that he'll call on people to read, but as far as like getting practice in class or like talking to your neighbor or things like that, he hasn't really did, and I don't think he does that a lot. But he will give us like worksheets during class and then we'll go over the answers like that, which is good. I think depending on your personal preference, class preference, you'll either like it or not like it. Some people love not doing like, you know, classmate work because they're shy. It could most definitely work for you. My last in-person class, she was pretty big on like working with your partner, you know, brainstorming, speaking, getting that speaking practice in, because she was aware that most people in the class didn't have, you know, any Korean friends or family members that they can speak to. The last time I was in class, I thought he said my name, but he said Anna, and like my name is Anna, and I started reading and then the girl started reading too, and I was like, and he was like, don't worry, I'm gonna get you to read. And I was like, yeah, I think he is teaching at a really good pace. He's not going too fast or too slow. I do think sometimes, just like in any class, you can kind of like get sidetracked, but I think it's still good to some degree. While it may not be what we are currently learning in class, you know, it's just about Korean culture. Like the last time he kind of veered off in class, we were talking about the different like satori's in Korea, and if North Koreans speak the same type of Korean as South Koreans. And he said yes and no, and then he even gave us examples of like some words North Koreans say that South Koreans may not say. And then he also talked about his wife, how she has a different satori because she's from Jeju-do. It was really cool. Like I do like moments like that. Even if a classmate does ask a question that's not necessarily what we're talking about, I'm still able to learn about Korean culture from an actual Korean. He's funny. He's just like a chill teacher. Like, I don't know. Oh my gosh, I look like a ghost. I do. Don't judge the way that I look, okay? I just got out the shower, okay? Got out the shower after a day, so just excuse this. I love the in-person classes. I will always speak highly of my institute. I think it is amazing. I think there's so many opportunities to learn, obviously Korean, but if you are just interested in learning about their actual culture or their food, there's just so many opportunities to like go to events. If you are in the LA area, I would highly recommend that you go to the institute. I know. And if you can't because you're not in LA or because you don't want to pay, they also offer free Korean classes, free online Korean classes. Same thing, it's 12 weeks. You can go from beginner to advanced. Like I've talked about this before in like my past like language videos, but I have taken and I've tried so many Korean classes. I've paid so so much money. Daejeong, the Korean Culture Center, has exceeded like my expectations. Not even just talking about like the book, the movie showing that I went to a few weeks ago where I got like all those BTS albums, but just like, I don't know. They're just so amazing. You can tell obviously they have a lot of pride and love for their culture, and they just want to share it with whoever wants to, you know, take a little peek and learn more, which is really sweet. I love that. They literally, I think what, last week I got an email at midnight from my institute, and they were like, there's a Korean expo, I think there was one, or like it was something, and they had extra tickets and they decided to give my institute some tickets. So my institute was like, hey, we have free concert tickets, like, you know, J Park, PH1 Harmony, I think, I'm sorry, they're performing, and they just gave out free tickets. If you can, please get connected to your local Korean Culture Center or a Daejeong like institute, because they're everywhere. They are everywhere. I got the unction, I believe, from Abba to join this year. So for the practical Korean classes, there's 3 levels, 1A, 2A, and 3A, I believe. So these classes, they're mainly focused on speaking, and they are 12 weeks, the same as the in-person classes. However, you have 24 sessions, so you meet twice a week. Instead of it being $100, it's $200. I'll just say semester for ease of conversation, but it's $200 per semester. So like, I'm in the summer semester right now, and the next semester I'm gonna pay $200 again to do the 3A class or whatever, and use a different book. I have them somewhere, hold on, I forgot. Side note, this is the book that we use for my in-person class, Basic C, and this is the book for my practical Korean class, my online class. Oh, my pen. Sorry, I have like my notebook in here because I was doing my homework. It is online, so you can be anywhere in the world. I honestly think one of my classmates is from Poland, but you can be anywhere. You don't have to be in America to take these classes. You have to be aware of like time difference. This class is primarily focused on speaking. And the reason why I thought about joining it was because I'm taking Korean seriously this year, finally. I need speaking practice. I always say I know grammar. I got grammar, vocab, but one thing that I really mess up on is my speaking. And it doesn't matter how much I study, if I don't speak what I'm learning, what are we doing here? Ding dong, Abba was like, girl, your school literally has a speaking class. And I was like, oh my gosh, you are so right, I'm so dumb. But I also was like, because it was $200. And mind you, I already paid for my in-person class, so I'll be like, full-time content creator, but I'm not Alicia Marie, you know? But I love my Alpha because he made a way for me to pay for my classes. So I was able to join. I recorded on the first day. I was terrified. I'm not, we're fine. We're cool, collected. We got this. We got this. What do we have? This. I don't think I'm gonna put my camera on. I think I'm gonna have her off. I'm more so interested to see like how is it gonna be. That's her. She's so cute. Oh, she's so cute.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
안녕하세요. She's so
You're all new faces. 만나서 반갑습니다. 여러분, why are you here? 왜 여기에 왔어요?
한국말 너무 좋아해서 한국말 잘 하고 싶어요.
오, 좋아요. 한국말 잘 하고 싶어요.
네.
I can help you.
네.
제가 도와드릴게요.
배우고 싶어요?
한국어 배우고 싶어요.
Out the gate, my teacher was like, 안녕하세요, 안나씨. 잘 지냈어요? And I was like, oh my gosh. And she was like, 왜 한국어를 배우고 있어요? But I started speaking, and now I am a lot more comfortable just in class. Like, I don't feel weird about like getting questions wrong, because I have been wrong a lot of times. Because normally on my online classes, I'll like sit in the back, you know, camera off, turning it on sometimes, but like not really, you know, participate too much. And in this class, she has class rules, and she was like, your cameras have to be on, your mic has to stay on, and she calls on people heavy. And I was like, oh, like literally in my video, the video that you're gonna see next week, I was like,
I'm gonna have my camera off because
the next like clip, she was like, cameras on please. Like, if you can't have it on for like a reason, sure, but like turn your cameras on. You guys, this class, I love it so much. I love my teacher so much, and her name is the name of my favorite K-drama character right now. I know she's so incredibly sweet. I'm doing something right now with my school, or I did something with my school. I'll tell you about it later. I have a video coming out about it, don't fret. She helped me with that. Like, she helped me a lot. My classmates are so nice as well. Everyone is like eager to speak Korean, and I think being around them, two things: the setting of her making us speak, like you can't hide in her class, and also my classmates just like speaking without fear has really like helped me. It's really like pushed me to like, yeah girl, speak. Even if you're wrong, you need to speak. Why are you learning Korean if you're not gonna like speak it or practice it? Obviously, because it's online, she'll like put us in breakout rooms and stuff like that. Last class that I had, we were in breakout rooms for almost like the full 2 hours. And it was just like dialogue, and she had us do like this long ass dialogue too. And then right after we get out of the breakout room, she asks us questions about like, well, what did you say? And then she'll go around to hear everyone's answer, and then she'll also make us ask our classmates questions and things like that. And she gives us homework, and at the end of our semester we have a presentation. So yes, I was a little like but I'm like, dude, I need to just like I have to push myself. I really do. I've gotten really comfortable with like this, with like my little square or rectangle of me speaking Korean in my room for you guys, but not really using it when I go out. It's a problem. Even like with me going to Korean restaurants, I've been wanting to go to a Korean restaurant because I've been wanting to eat kalguksu. I don't know why. Well, there's two reasons why I haven't went. One, the portions are just big and I can't finish it all myself, and I feel bad not eating it all. But also two is because I don't want to speak Korean. And I'm trying to get myself out of that. Like, I told myself every day after class, you should go to a Korean restaurant, because I have so many saved up that I want to go to. But for whatever reason, when that time comes, I'm just like, because I don't want to speak Korean and I don't want to do that. And it's like, you are so annoying. How do you expect to get better? And like, you want to go to a Korean like language school, you have to speak to Koreans, girl. You have to order in Korean. Like, what do you think is going to happen in Korea? I take it as like a fear. It's just a fear thing. Instead of me sitting in the fear, I've been putting myself out there more. Last week, I studied so much. I know I didn't really film it because I couldn't, but I studied so much to the point, guys, where I couldn't speak Korean anymore. Like, and I know that sounds dumb, but it's like my mouth was so tired of like speaking Korean. My mouth was actually tired of just like speaking in general. I was speaking, I guess, Korean so much, or I was studying so much that I was like, I can't talk anymore. But that's good, because that means that I am pushing myself, because I should be pushing myself. She gives us hella homework. We have Google Classrooms, and she checks everyone's homework and she comments on everyone's homework, and she tells us like which pages in the book to do, or she'll like send us a worksheet. She sends us a whole bunch of like really cool websites to use for more practice. She's really hands-on, which I really love. Like, she's not playing. Or I told my family, I was like, my teacher is like not playing, like for real. Me thinking, even like when I'm making sentences, I'll try to, you know, do like my little casual sentences. My teacher is like, so what do you mean by that? Expand on that. And I'm like, girl, I'm just a baby. I don't know. Like, girl, I don't know how to say stuff yet. And she's like, great, learn. Yeah, she corrects us if our intonation or pronunciation is wrong. That's so cute. My grandmother went to prom, and like her little senior house, senior apartment place, they have like really a cute event. Sorry, side note. And today was like their little senior prom, and she went, her and my great aunt. That's so cute. I love that. I was over there earlier today. Anyway, but yeah, there's nothing that I would really change about this class. My teacher, she is so hands-on. Yeah, like I said, anything that I feel as though I'm lacking in my first class, it gets made up for in this class. I am so incredibly happy about my classes, and I'm just reminding myself that none of this would be worth it if I don't study and also practice myself. Actually doing my homework and staying on top of like classwork and just studying the material that I learned, and also speaking, whether that be with my teacher, because she's like the type of teacher where she's like, email me if you have any questions, send me your voice notes of you speaking if you want to. But yeah, like just, you know, really just taking the knowledge that I have been getting from my classes and my teachers and actually applying it in some way, whether that be on my channel or me going to Korean restaurants or me on italki or tandem or whatever. But that's it. Hopefully this video is not too long. I am very excited for you guys to see next week's video. The language, the ultimate come to Korean class with me video. Can't wait for you guys to see that. And cute little chats are coming, more study content is coming, omo dramas are coming, everything is coming at you full force. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you guys so much. Oh, and I will see you guys in my next video. Do you guys hear my chair? Hello? Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Annyeong!